Hello and welcome to Everyday Champions in Business presented by Action Coach Dane County. Action Coach is the world's #1 business coaching company. And today is your opportunity to hear the tips, tricks, and insider information that makes business and entrepreneurship the greatest game on the planet. I'm Amy Atherton, business coach with Action Coach Dane County. And today I have the pleasure of introducing Lisa Berry of Woodland Montessori School. Welcome, Lisa.
Hello, how are you?
Well, great. Thank you.
Good.
So Lisa, how about you start out by telling us a little bit about Woodland Montessori and your role within it?
Sure. So Woodland has been in the community for 50 plus years. We are located near the downtown area. We are over here on the Bay Creek, neighborhood. And we are in this beautiful space where we are close to the Alliance Center. We are close to downtown, and we're very accessible to the Beltline. Woodland is a Montessori school that we are what we call an AMS Montessori school. That's American Montessori Society. I myself are 3 to 6 trained. And the Montessori philosophy is we follow the child within limits. And Marie Montessori created this philosophy over 100 years ago, where she felt that children will learn through their senses, with having a sense of independence, with guiding the child within the classroom with works like language and reading and math and science and cultural and building their practical skills through practical life skills like pouring and scooping and flower arrangements. It's a really beautiful philosophy, and it's really great when you see children using real materials such as cutting a banana with a real knife. People come in and go, we've already given them a lesson, so they know how to do this. You have these 3-year-olds cutting these beautiful pieces of fruit or a vegetable, or you'll see them. A few weeks ago, we had a family come in and they made fresh pasta, and the children got to make it and cook it and then eat it, which is just a beautiful process to see.
That is very beautiful. Yeah. Entering life skills early.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So tell me who's a good, like this would be your ideal client, but who are the best students for Montessori? Who would want to be going to a Montessori school?
Great question. That is our school currently. We have children from 16 months to 6 years old. So we go to kindergarten. And then in the summer, a lot, we have what you call an elder camp. So children from 6 to 9, we welcome those children from our community. So as far as the good candidate is, if you are a parent and you are looking for a place where it would build your child to be a lifelong learner, and it would build your child to have lifelong leadership skills, Montessori would be for you.
That's great. So beyond what you just described, what, if you were to be philosophical, what problem are you solving or what value are you adding as a Montessori school to a student?
The problem and what value is, we here at Woodland, we like to create a child that is a global citizen. So we have 3 missions that's a part of our missions that makes us stand out from other Montessori schools. I will almost say locally, and if not throughout the United States, is because we don't only just have these 3 missions to create a global citizen, but we also put our resources behind it. So our 3 missions are environmental. So we help the child learn to care for the earth. And we do that with, we have a specialist who actually works alongside with the child and guides the child in, maybe opening up a garden or caring for something in our outdoor space. We call our outdoor space the outdoor classroom. So just like the indoor classroom has designated spaces, our outdoor classroom has designated spaces full of nature. And our other mission is inclusivity. So we don't label children, but some children do get special services. So we have an inclusive teacher who works with the families and the children and the teacher to assure that that child is feeling they have the ability to be a thriving learner, just like any other child would. And our next mission is diversity and equity. So we have a diversity and equity specialist that comes and talks with the children from anywhere from conversation, from skin tone to people who have inabilities to gender. We have these conversations with children because statistics show that if we don't have these conversations at the younger age, they form biases. And so with that, you create this global citizen because we make people, we help them understand that we all are a part of a community. We don't necessarily have to like one another, but we want to help children understand to respect other people.
Yeah, those are some great missions. I like that. Creating a global citizen. I love that. So within Woodland Montessori, are there any challenges that you're facing right now?
Currently, our challenge that we are working on to make happen is that our building is limited with um, we don't have an elevator or a lift. And so we're hoping to have a fundraiser where we would be able to fundraise to accommodate a lift or an elevator. Currently, we take all children with abilities and inabilities, but they're only able to go into one classroom because we are a building that has multiple levels. So those are some challenges that we're facing. Of course, early childhood is facing great challenges. We here at Woodland are so grateful. We have families who come back every year who and don't donate their time to make this school what it is. But the most important people are not just the children in my eyes, but the teachers. So we have teachers who've been here 20 years. That's really not unheard of in early childhood. We just celebrated four staff people, I'm sorry, who've been at Woodland for 20 plus years. So the challenges that other early childhood people are experiencing, we're very grateful that we have the staff that care not just for this early childhood mission, but they also care for the children and the families every year who come back.
Oh, that's amazing. I love that. Going on to personally, I'm sure you could talk Woodland Montessori 365 days a year, 7 days a week. But how do you make Lisa time? How do you separate and make Lisa time?
That's my time is I shut off my computer, I shut off my phone to work related matters unless there's an emergency because I am the head of school here at Woodland Montessori School. So a lot of things, hang on me. But for
Mm-hmm.
me to have my own time, it's usually Saturday is when I just spend that time either outdoor in nature, whether that's walking around. I love water, so I love to walk around water. I love to sit around water. I love to journal. So if it's that time that I take out to do for myself, I'll do something like that. I love hanging out with my friends. So we like to come together and have lunch dates on Saturdays or Sundays afternoons and catching up on what's going on in each other's lives outside of work. Those things. I love to laugh. So sometimes when we get together, there's just laughter on top of laughter. Even if we're on the phone, my husband will say, "What are you doing in there?" And then he'll know who I'm talking to, know why I'm laughing. So those are some things that I just love to do. And of course, I have four adult children, and I'm a Gigi to two little ones, and so that time with family is so important to me. We do family dinners, and when we get together, when we do family dinners, and we've done it up until about 5 years, I would invite community into our home. My kids are used to having strangers on Sunday for dinner. but it's always turned out to be very interesting and very enjoyable. My husband and I, as a married couple and then as parents, we've moved 9 times. So I've lived all throughout the United States. My husband is a corporate manager, so I've lived all throughout the United States. And so all throughout the United States, I've had Sunday dinners. So I have children from every walk of life that you can imagine because they start coming in and they're a part of our family. We have this little song that we sing when we do Sunday dinners. And I tell them once we sing that song, now you're family. Don't ask me where the forks are. Don't ask me where the plates are. We're now family and you will be doing dishes. And so those are probably our fun times when people come over and they think because we are such a family that we love to tease and we love to play games and we love to laugh and all of these things. And when people come to our house, they think we're putting on a show. And I said, no, this is how we act all the time. We act at our own selves. So yes, that's probably one of my most important times when I do Sunday dinners, and especially when we invite in other community people into our home.
Right. Beautiful. Beautiful. You schedule time for you and family, and then you invite the community. That's beautiful. Besides friends and family, who is someone you really admire? Is there someone that's been a mentor to you that's helped you get to where you are?
Wow. Um, Yes, I have had multiple mentors and people who have been such supporters of me in this role. If I started somewhere, it would start with Erin Tronston, who used to be the head of school here at Woodland Montessori School. She's my mentor. Dr. Nicole Evans, she's a mentor through Embracing Equity. A friend of mine, Adeline, she is one of my dearest friends who have helped me through this road of becoming a Montessorian. 14 years ago, that's when I became a Montessorian. And along the way, so many people, so many support systems. I could name folks after folks. So many community people who remind me now, Lisa, you are a leader in this community. And not only just say that I'm a leader, but also provide me opportunities to develop my leadership alongside them. So I am so grateful for those folks.
That's fantastic. It's nice to have, or it's great to have many mentors. Yeah,
Yes.
that's fantastic. Um, what is your key to success?
My key to success. I think the key to success is just being authentically you.
Mm-hmm.
I think that if you show up and, I tell people often, I don't know how to be anything but me. So, you know, I don't know how to show up other than who I've been created to be, which is aligned with Montessori because Marie Montessori says the child comes into the world just as they are. We're just here as guides to develop them. And I feel that's what I try to do in my own personal life with folks, but I also know that to be a leader, I think most people respect people who are authentic and
Yes.
who are, honest to who they are. And so that's to me the biggest key to success is just remaining the authentic, wonderful person you are. I think we're all unique in our different ways, and just how do we live among each other in those unique ways? That's the challenge.
Yeah, that's great advice. Do you have a must-read book or podcast or movie that you would like to share?
Wow, that's a great one. Must read book for me is my faith. So I read the Bible. That's my must read faith book. But do I have a favorite podcast? Not really. Um, yeah, I think that I can just probably leave it at that. No, I don't have.
Okay.
I don't have
Okay.
a book, but I read different books. The thing about me about reading books about me, I don't read books from front to end. Like I
Okay.
read chapters, and so that's
Hmm.
probably why I just read "Don't Move My Cheese." Or you ever
Yeah.
heard of the book?
Hmm.
I read that book from beginning to end, and I really enjoyed that book. It to
It's a
me,
great
just
book.
so many thoughts came through. I'm a deep thinker, so many things were coming out of that. But what's it called? Don't move my cheese, or
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
okay,
You've got it. Yeah, that is a great book.
yeah. It is, and I do recommend everybody reads that book because it is a really
Perfect.
good book.
So where can we find you online?
You can go to woodlandmontessori.org. I believe that's what it is, woodlandmontessori.org. Or you can find me personally if you want to come for a tour. If parents are interested in a tour. We do tours on Mondays and Fridays at 9:30 here at the location at 1124 Kobe Street. And if you would like to have a tour, I can be located at L Berry, Berry, at Woodland, Woodland dash Montessori.org. Or you can go to our website at Woodland Montessori School.
Perfect. So with that, besides the tours, is there anything you would like to offer the audience in the form of a call to action or promote an event, or have an offer?
Yes. I would not, no, I don't know. We have an event. Yes, we do what you call parent ed nights. And that is, we collaborate with the 4C, which is an early childhood organization. And we have those coming up. You can always go to our website at Woodland Montessori School and you'll see those events labeled out, and they're open to the community because doing that work, what it is it's an opportunity because children don't come with like directions. And so it's an opportunity for parents to come and listen to different early childhood speakers talk about parenting. And it's a really engaging time. And we have childcare and dinner, and they're usually at 5:30 to like 7:30. It's a great time. We just started this partnership last year, and I think every time we've had what we call parent cafes, we've had over 19 families come and really they leave with something. 4C does a great job of bringing resources and giving treats and offering real live ways and how to navigate parenting because it's not an easy job.
And I don't know a parent who wouldn't benefit from that.
I agree.
Great. Almost done. Nice job. So the last question, anything goes. What is what's most inspiring to you today?
Most inspiring. You know who inspires me are these children. When you see them come in from 16 months, which I've been here long enough now that I've had a couple of them come through here, you see them come in at 16 months, stumbling, not able to even walk very well, don't have a lot of language. And then you see them at kindergarten and you see that growth. But what I also see is I see that thriving learner. I see that leader. Sometimes when children would come into my classroom, I said, "Oh, I know you because I have 4 children. So I have 4 different personalities. I know this personality, and my children are adults now. I know what what comes at the end of all of this." So the most inspiring people are the children to me because really we need to put our money in early childhood. And I say that sincerely because this is where you put the money in to keep from the other troubles happening in the teens and the young adulthood is pouring money into the early childhood child because those are their formative years, and that's the time we pour into them all of the things that will help them become those global citizens in the end.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So thank you, Lisa. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for participating in our interview series. As a thank you, I'm going to send you an autographed copy of Joe Theismann's book, How to Be a Champion Every Day. And for our audience, if you know anyone, any parents, send them to Woodland Montessori. Lisa will give them a tour. Yeah, thank you. And just
Thank
have a
you.
great weekend.
You too, Amy. Stay warm and hopefully it doesn't snow too much.